pickup truck. American made, that's how I was raised up. I like the boys with the southern drawl. Lord knows it's sexy when they say, hey, y'all. I don't get into no politics.
I have nothing but the utmost respect for him and, for what he's done in this business, and he's an amazing person, on top of that. So, it is what it is. And, I'm sure that he's so, talented in so many different, aspects that he'll be just fine. It's not like he's going to be just disappear from the public eye or, even disappear from the wrestling industry in itself. But, you never know. He could commentate or he could do whatever he wanted to do at this point because of his name,
Absolutely.
Now,
we've got people on the line who are, I think chomping at the bit to talk to Miss James. Are you cool with being put on the spot and talking to some of the callers, Mickie?
Sure, but yeah, sure. But I am on my way to meet someone to meet my mom and stuff for dinner. So,
Oh well, we definitely want to keep you from dinner. How long do you have to be with us?
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. All right, folks, let's just have one question. We got about 2 or 3 callers right now. 973 area code. You're on the line with Mickie James.
Yeah, Mickie, great to have you on HTR. Love the enthusiasm. Glad to hear you're doing okay after what Queen Madison and Tara did to you last week. But
thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was pretty low.
It's cold.
If you ask me.
It's cold. But okay, one quick question. I know you got to run. Basically, you've been and you've rocked it all. What's the best city? What's the best wrestling fans you've ever come across? Who had the most enthusiasm?
It's funny. I've had different experiences throughout my career, and I think the most fun I've had are when I've done appearances or something, and there's the little girls that have come full suit, dressed as me, especially they had the little skirts with the stars and the hair and the ponytails, and they're just adorable, and obviously they're very emotional at that stage, and so those were always the most fun for me, I think.
Was there one city that stood out that had the most enthusiastic fans?
One city? No, I think that each city has its different, they have a different vibe. Whether you're going to Northeast or you're going to the South, or they all have their different vibes and stuff. I can't say there's one city over any city in particular.
All right. Thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
Okay, thanks a lot. Don, we've also got from the 478 area code, you're on the line with Mickie James.
Hi, guys. This is Neff. Hi, Mickie.
Hello, Neff.
Hi.
Mickie, quick question. I like to write a lot, too, and I was just wondering what inspires you to write? Is it mainly your family, or is it just mostly personal life experience?
I think it's a little bit of everything. Obviously, when you write most stuff, it's just from the heart, so it's obviously your personal life experiences or your feelings or something that, even if it's not your personal, it's something that, someone close to you has felt or gone through, and you kind of drive that inspiration. There'll be times when I can, sit there and hold a pen and a piece of paper and just stare at the blank page for days, and then other days where that's all I can do is sit there and write. So I think it's obviously one of those things you have to have that inspiration, and, most of the stuff, though, it's come from different periods in my life or, monumental, things that have transpired that, just kind of stuck with you, and you just got to get it. And the only way that you can get it out, or the best way, is to write it down.
All right, cool. Thanks for answering my question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, thanks a lot, Ness. All right, well, you also, we talked about music, and some of them have brought up the wrestling. You've got a big pay-per-view coming up for TNA Lockdown.
Yeah, it's one of our biggest pay-per-views of the year.
Definitely, and I think a lot of us have thought that, you would have went to TNA and you probably would have, gotten the title by now, but, Madison's been, slippery. What's the mindset right now to, finally get that title away from her and get some revenge?
Well, I think that the beautiful thing is the fact that it's in a cage and there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, no way that she can, have any other way out except for to face me face-to-face, one-on-one with nothing, to stop me. So I'm sure it's a pretty scary thought for her, and I'm pretty excited about it.
All right. Is there any touring going on with the music? I see on your website, MickieJames.com, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Is there any touring going on for your music? I just see a lot of TNA appearances.
Obviously, yeah, and we've done some shows, and we're working on trying to pull the schedule together and actually get a lot more stuff, especially once we get the second album done and start getting it out and promoting it. I want to, and yes, definitely. I actually was just asked to open for Leonard Skinner, but it was so last minute, and then my band was already booked, and so there was no way to pull it together last minute, but it would have been really cool if I could have. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Is there any particular, if you could choose one, I guess, country artist or whatever, or band that you could tour with? Do you have one that would be your ultimate dream to tour with them?
There's to say one, I would say Kid Rock. I think, just because I think that he's just amazing, and I think that it would be cool to do something with him. But there's so many people that I just like I had a chance to open for Randy Houser, and I've had a chance to be on the same bill with Kelly Pickler and Little Big Town and Jason Michael Carroll, where Rascal Flatts was the headliner, and I had a chance to open for Gretchen and Montgomery Gentry. So with those opportunities, everybody has their own spice and their own different. I would be honored to really just open for anyone at this point, because their fan base obviously is their fan base, and they've built that. And if I could hopefully earn the respect of their fan base, then hopefully they would, jump on board with me as well. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we don't want to keep you any longer. As you said, you're on the way to dinner. But we just want to make sure everybody checks out MickieJames.com. You can see all the upcoming events, appeared by Mickie. You can also order the album from there. And any other news, she says she's putting out we're going to be going back to the studio soon, get another album. You get all the updates at MickieJames.com. We do want to thank you. And
thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Wish you the best of luck come Sunday. We will be watching, and hopefully,
awesome.
You get that title.
Yeah. Well, you can guarantee it. How about that?
Oh, you heard it here first, people. She guarantees winning the title.
Or at least I hope. Fingers crossed, right? Because I love my hair.
I liked it better the first way, Mickie.
All right. Fair enough. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mickie